Hare Krishna Mataji, it's Kaushi.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, kids, you all can get a chance to sing Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Okay, first Satvik will go. Satvik joined first. Satvik can go first. Laxmi Mataji, what happened for you, Mataji? Is there no video sign for me?
Hare Krishna Mataji, yeah, no, it's not detecting the camera, so
Okay, you are okay to start the class, Mataji?
I'm okay, Mataji. I can
Yeah,
start.
okay then. Take over, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, thank you. Hare Krishna, kids. I cannot hear anybody. Hare Krishna, kids.
Hare Krishna.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Perfect. I can.
Mataji. Krishna. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Today Mataji is not on video. Don't get confused.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. All right, kids.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. All right, kids. So welcome to today's Damodar class.
Krishna Mataji. Mataji is. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. All right, kids, let's just get started with today's class. And you know the drill, right? We're going to start with Shri Guru Pranam Mantra, which is on your screen, followed by Hare Krishna Mahamantra 11 times. So let us get started, and we're going to do that together. Om Jnana Timirandasya. Kids, look at that. Jnananjanashalakaya Chakrummilitaya Tasmai Shri Gurave
Namo
Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam
Namo
Yena
Bhutale Rupakadamayam Dvanti Padakadankitam
Nama Om
Vishnu Padaya Krishna Bhattaya Namini Namaste Gauravani Pracharine Gauravani Pracharine
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Rama Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
uh,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna
Rama Rama,
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Rama Hare Rama
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Rama
Hare Hare
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Rama Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama Hare Hare Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Hare Hare,
Rama Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama 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 Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Rama Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
awesome, Cass. That was wonderful. All right, with that, let's move on to the stories. It's a story time, and you know how we do the stories, right? So we're going to read this moral story, and then at the end of the story, we're going to share our realizations with each other. So let's get started with this interesting story. So again, today is another story about Tenali Rama. And this story is called The Dog's Tale.
Mataji, you already read this to us.
Looks like you are ahead of me. When did we read this story already?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, let's read it one more time then. Meanwhile, you can think, what did we learn from last time, right? And what are our realizations? All right, so let's get started. So one day, the king, Krishna Dev Rai, was in the darbar, and he started asking questions to his people in the court, the way he would always, like, that's what they would do, right? They would just discuss something so that he can understand a lot of things, and people, there are a lot of intelligent people in his court, so they can talk about different things, right? And give their point of views about everything. So one of the days, one such day, so the king, Krishna Dev Rai, started asking one question to Tenali Rama, and he said that, do you think a man can ever change his habits? So we all have some certain habits. Is it ever possible to change those habits? So Tenali Rama answered that, yes, if a man tries, he can change his habits. So anybody who tries can change the habits. So some of the ministers in the court, they are always against Tenali Rama because he's the one who's very intelligent, and the king likes him, and he's always able to prove his point, right? So there's some ministers who were jealous of him, and out of that jealousy, again, whenever Tenali Rama says anything, they just talk against him. So on this point also, they started talking against Tenali Rama. So one of them said that, no, how can a man ever change his habits? It's like a dog's tail. It can never be straightened. So the other minister just agreed to that. He said, yeah, you are right. But the king says that But Tenali Ram feels that the man can change his habits. So the other minister who was against Tenali Rama, he said that, okay, if Tenali Rama actually feels that way, that a man can change his habits, then let him straighten the tail of the dog. As they were comparing everybody's habits with dog's tail, and they were saying that as we can never straighten the dog's tail, similarly, a person's habits can never change. So if Tenali Rama can straighten a dog's tail, then that would mean that we can change our habits as well. So let Tenali Ram prove it first. So king, that actually put thoughts in the king's mind, and he said, okay, Tenali Rama, can you straighten a dog's tail? So Tenali Rama, as usual, accepts all the challenges, and he said, okay, I'll try to do that. So there were a couple of ministers again. They also wanted to prove their point that they can also do what Tenali Ram does, so they are equally good. So one of them said that, okay, that is not at all difficult. I can also straighten the dog's tail. I can also do that. If Tenali Ram can do it, I can also do it. So now that got the king a little confused. He said, okay, some of you say that it is impossible to straighten a dog's tail, but some of you say that it is possible. So I'm confused right now. People who feel that it is possible, prove that to me within 6 months. So you have 6 months time to prove that you can straighten a dog's tail. And anybody who is able to do that is going to take Tenali Ram's place in my ministry. So I'm going to replace Tenali Ram with that person who actually proves that a dog's tail can be straightened. Okay, so whoever took the challenge, if you see here, there are 4 people, including Tenali Rama. So they started experimenting. So one of the person actually put a heavy stone on the dog's tail. If you see on the picture on the left side, he put a heavy stone so that as long as the stone is there, the tail would always be down. And he was thinking within 6 months, it will make it permanent. The second person put pipe in the tail. So he put his tail under the pipe, so that will straighten the tail. That's what he was thinking. The third person put the tail under, not under, but between 2 of the wooden pieces, and he tied those together. I mean, he tied the tail between 2 wooden pieces so that it stays straight. All right. So these 3 people were doing that while Tenali Rama almost starved the dog. So he wasn't giving the dog enough food. He was only giving enough food to the dog, which is sufficient for dog's survival. So he would live. He would just live, and that's all he was giving him. So what happened with that? When the dog started getting less and less food, he started getting thin. Day by day, he started losing weight. So after 6 months, and 6 months have passed by when these ministers and Tenali Ram were still doing the activity they were doing with the dogs. And after 6 months, all the ministers brought their dogs to the court. And when the first minister removed the heavy stone, what happened? The dog's tail got back to its original position. So it went up again. Same thing happened with second minister and third minister. So second minister removed the pipe and the dog's tail took its original shape again. And the third minister removed the wooden sticks. Again, the dog's tail went back to the original shape. So this way, all of them failed to straighten the dog's tail with whatever measures they have taken to do that. That's what was the comment from the king as well. He said, oh, all of you have just failed. Now, the last person who was left, who was supposed to do this task, was Tenali Ram. So the king turned to Tenali Ram and asked, okay, where is your dog? So the moment Tenali Rama removed the cloth from the dog, so the dog was covered in the cloth. So when he removed that cloth from the dog, to everybody's surprise, they saw the dog's tail straight. But the dog was very, very thin. So when the king looked at that, he got very, very angry with Tenali Rama and said, "What have you done to the dog? Why does he looks like he's going to die any moment now?" So Tenali Ram started explaining that, but dog hasn't died. I have taken care of the dog by just giving him enough food for his survival. And that is why he became thin. So when he became thin, he lost his muscles and his tail automatically became straight. So basically, Tenali Ram used a logic that the moment with starvation, the dog would lose the muscle. So when the dog doesn't have the muscle, there is nothing to hold the tail on, right? So tail is going to drop. And that's the logic he used for the dog. So he said, I have only starved the dog just to prove that the dog's tail can be straightened, but I've still given him enough food that he doesn't die. He was getting enough for his survival. By listening to all this, the king really appreciated Tenali Rama, and all the ministers in the Darbar also started clapping for Tenali Ram's intelligence. Because instead of trying all sorts of weird kind of tricks on the dog, he really put the logic in place that he can starve him so that the muscle is gone and then the tail is straightened. So he really used the right logic to do that. And others were just speculating, and they were just trying different kind of tricks to do that. So Tenali Ram, so the Raj Purohit was thinking, this is the right time to have fun, to make fun of Tenali Rama. So they just were cracking jokes. They were saying that, oh, Tenali Rama is a very intelligent man. He does all impossible things possible. So he makes all impossible things possible. So you should give him a dog. And with that, the story ends. I'm going to quickly read the moral, which I picked up from the story, and then I will open the forum for everybody. So this story is said to educate devotees about mind control. The mind is like the dog's tail, which never becomes straight. That is, it is always a cause of diversions and distractions. However, if we starve the mind of our desires for sense gratification, then the mind becomes weak and eventually can be easily engaged in Krishna Bhakti. All right. Beautiful, beautiful moral. Okay, so now the forum is open. I'm going to start with Tushita first.
We should be intelligent and do possible things. Like the Marina, not how to do it. How to do the dog straight. And but nobody knows how to do the dog straight. So we should be intelligent.
That is right. Thank you for sharing your thoughts, Tushita. All right, Gaurangi, you're next.
We should not leave alone because the dog tail become from Krishna because Krishna gave us so many things. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Gaurangi, for sharing your thoughts. All right, Janvi.
We should always agree to an intelligent man that gets everything right. So if he gets everything right that the king says to him, then you should actually believe him.
Right. Thank you, Janvi, for sharing your thoughts. Trust the intelligent person. All right. Raghav, you're next.
You should not do whatever the mind has to do. Engage the mind in Krishna Bhakti.
Right. So control your mind and engage the mind in Krishna Bhakti. Very nice. Thank you. Janvi Dalai, did you want to speak?
Yes. You should not fool others. The other will prove that he's the best.
So not blindly following others. That is right. Thank you, Janvi. Satvik, you're next.
When you only know someone's intelligent, don't challenge them.
Don't challenge intelligent people. Right. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Ryan?
If you do bad things, Krishna will punish you.
That is right. Absolutely. That's the bottom line. Karmas, right? Thank you, Ryan. Anyone else? No? Then let's move on. All right, kids. Yeah, you
Hare
thanks for
Krishna Mataji, it's Kaushik, and I go.
Yeah, Kaushik, go ahead. And I see some more hands raised. So go ahead, Kaushik.
You have to. Yeah, when the man said, why is it about to die? He said, no, I took good care. I took good care of it and fed it, and that's why it became smooth. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Kaushik, for sharing your thoughts. Tanvik?
Mataji, my point is that the dog was given by Lord Vishnu because Lord Vishnu maintains and creates. So that's what I understand from the story. And my last point is that the Prime Minister Raja Prohita, he said that Tenali Rama is very intelligent. How could he make a dog's tail straight? So you shouldn't think of like that for an intelligent person like Tenali Rama. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Tanvik, for sharing your thoughts. All right, kids. Good job. Beautiful points, in fact.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, this is Shubhadran Giridhari.
All right, you want to go ahead?
So actually, what was the story today? Like the title?
It was about dog steal.
So we should. Like, however, like Krishna made us up, so we should never like. So we should never lack knowledge from Krishna. We have to learn from Krishna.
Mm-hmm. Good point.
And my brother wants to go. Yes, Mataji.
Yes.
It said that like if you want to like want to get Krishna bhakti or bhakti yoga, you have to engage with the devotee, and you have to do every day a sense gratification. So the mind needs to be like engaged in Krishna consciousness. So if we be distracted, we cannot be like in Krishna bhakti. So Balaramji is like if a devotee or a non-devotee wants to do bhakti yoga, like Balaram will like come close. He will like get the non-devotee into devotee because he's thinking if he is like Haridas Thakur, he was a non-devotee. No, he's not a non-devotee. Like he was born in a non-devotee family, but he was a devotee. So he always do Krishna bhakti all the time. That's why at the time of death he remembered Krishna, and he will be forever be known every like in history. That is devotee do Mataji Hare Krishna.
Yeah, thank you for sharing your thoughts. Beautiful points. Thank you. Everybody's done, right? All right, we'll move on then. So yeah, kids, good points. Actually, I just loved, as I always say, that you talk about the material aspect of the story and you also talk about the spiritual aspect of the story. So beautiful. Intelligence, respect intelligence, but at the same time, engage your mind in the right activities. And there's only one right activity, that is engaging your mind in Krishna consciousness. So wonderful, kids. Good job. With that, let's move on. All right, it's time to recite this beautiful shloka from Bhagavad Gita, and I'm going to ask Anjana Gopika Mataji to take over from here. Hare Krishna Mataji, over to you.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Mataji, for nice, beautiful story. Yes, we will learn this sloka today. You can all repeat after me, okay? Machitta sarva durgani. Machita, everyone, please, everyone repeat, okay? Even if students will learn the Machita sarva durgani. Prasadatarishasi. Machita sarva durgani. Mat prasadatarishasi. Atate twamahankaran. Atate twamahankaran. Atate twamahankaran. Nato yasi binaksyasi. Nasroyasi vinaksyasi. Nasroyasi vinaksyasi. Okay, again I will recite the sloka. You all can repeat after me, okay? Machitta sarva durgani. Mat prasada tarisyasi. Athate twamahankaran. Nasrosyasi vinaksyasi. Okay, I want everyone do without me. Everyone, I want everyone do without me, okay? Go ahead. You all do 3 times.
Machita Durgani
Thank you so much. Thank you all the kids.
Mataji, can I recite the shloka or can
Yes,
you do it?
yes, Tanvik, you recite and I'll give to the Mataji because Tanvik is not joining the Sunday presentation. And if you join the Sunday presentation, you also have chance to recite. Okay, you go ahead, Tanvik.
Chitta sarvadurgani matprasada tarishyasi atate tamankara asostasi vinakshasi. Thank you, Mataji.
Laxmi Mataji, please take over.
Mataji, can I go? Can I go?
Yes, can you join Sunday, Gaurangi?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, presentation time, you all recite. Okay?
Sarvadurgani matprasada tarishyasi aham ka param
Natrasya vinaksyasi.
Thank you,
Mataji, Laxmi Mataji, please take over the
Thank
chat.
you, Mataji.
To all the kids for learning.
Yeah, kids just want to continue with your shlokas, Mataji. You teach them so beautifully. All right, kids, but now is the time to learn Devanagari. So let's get our pen and papers and let's be ready for that. All right. I see kids, you have raised hands, so I am sure you want to go with the letters. I'm going to start with Janvi today. Janvi, letter K first. Janvi, letter K.
Okay, Mataji. Ka, ki, ku, ke, kai, ko, kam, kaha.
Awesome. Thank you, Janvi. Gaurangi, letter K.
Ka, ki, ku, ke, kai, ko, kau, kam, kaha. Thank you, Mataji.
Perfect, Gaurangi. Tushita, letter G. Tushita. She's not there. All right, Tanvik, do you want to go with letter G?
Ga, gi, gru, ge, gai, go, gum, gaha.
Awesome. Thank you.
Can I do the H one?
I'll come back to you. I will come back to you. Sudevi, letter G.
Ka, ki, ku, gru, ke, kai, go, cow, gum, gaha. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Sudevi. That was wonderful. Raghav, letter Ch.
Cha, chi, chu, chai, chow, jam, jaha. Thank you, Mataji.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, next one. Vrinda, letter Ch.
Cha, chi, chu, chai, chow, jaha.
Awesome. Thank you, Vrinda. Shubhadra, Giridhari, you can pick letter J and Jha.
Wait, which one? Jaha?
Letter J and then Jha.
Ja, ji, ju, je, jai, jo, jam, jaha. Thank you, Mataji. Go.
Yeah, you can go with Jha letter.
Okay.
Giridhari.
Ja, okay. Ja, ji, ju, je, jai, jo, jam, jaha. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Wonderful. Thank you.
This is Janti Telai. Can I go?
Yeah, you can go with letter T.
Can I use help?
Yeah. Tata,
Tata,
Titi,
Titi,
Tutu,
Tutu,
Tree,
Tree,
Tetai,
Tetai,
Totau,
Toto,
Tamtaha.
Tamtaha.
Awesome.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Thank you. Raghav, do you want to go with letter T?
Yes. Tata, Titi, Tutu, Tetai, Tutu, Tamtaha.
Awesome. Thank you, Raghav. Satvik, letter D. I'm sorry. Sorry, Tanvik. Tanvik, letter D.
Mataji, did you send me?
Yeah, Tanvik.
Da da dee dee do 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 de da do da da dam da.
Awesome.
Thank you,
Tanvik.
Mataji.
Thank you. Janvi, letter D.
Da da dee dee do de do dam da.
Awesome. Thank you. Anyone else is interested in doing rest of the letters?
Oh, Mataji, can Shubhadra go?
Shubhadra, go with-
Hare Krishna, Mataji, it's Kaushik.
I'll come to you, Kashiki. So Shubhadra, letter N.
No, Mataji, after Kaushiki, can I go? Okay, thank
Yeah,
you.
Dizari will come to you. So Kashiki, letter T.
G, ga, gi, gu, gai, go, gam, gaha. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Kashiki. Giridhari, letter Th.
Okay. Ta, ti, tu, tro, te, tai, to, tam, ta.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, perfect. You spoke at the perfect time. Tushita, so the last letter for today is letter D. Go ahead, Tushita.
Da, dee, do, de, do, dam, da.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Tushita. All right. So we are doing letter D. We have started doing letter D from past week. We have picked 5 more combinations for this week. So let's do that. So the first one is the with U matra is du. And in English, you can write that as du. One of the word you can make with that is, if you see here, dukan. Dukan is nothing but the shop. So this is a shopping mall which has tons of shops in it. So this is dukan. I mean, mall is not called dukan, right? An individual shop is called dukan. So we can say Macy's is a dukan, right? Or whatever. JCPenney is a dukan, like that. The next one is the with U matra is do. In English, you can write that as D-O-O. One word you can make with that is doot. Doot is nothing but the messenger. So this is the messenger which Rukmani Devi had sent to Krishna. All right. The next one for today is the with re matra is 3. In English, you can write that as D-R-U. Unfortunately, with re matras, it's tough to find letters. So I don't have any for today. The next one for today is the with a matra is they. In English, you can write that as de. One of the words you can make with that is dekhna. Dekhna is nothing but look or looking. So if you can see, this little boy is looking through these magnifying glasses. So he's looking through that, right? That is dekhna. The last one for today is the with ai matra is dai. In English, you can write that as da. One of the words you can make with that is Daitya. Daitya is nothing but the demon. So any demons that we have read in the scriptures, you can call them as Daitya. Yep.
Mataji,
Daitya or Asur. Yeah. Yeah.
Asur. Yeah, Asur. They say.
Oh, sorry. I should have let you speak, right? Yeah, you're right. Daitya is kind of a synonym to Asur. So you can use Daitya and Asur interchangeably, but they both mean demon. All right, kids. So these are the 5 combinations for today. I'm going to quickly jump to the whiteboard so that we can take a look at these letters there as well. And then we'll see what you're doing.
Mataji, you have this regular thing to make Hindi letters. I have this regular thing.
You have the regular thing. Okay, let's try doing these then. Okay. So our primary letter for today is the, right? So we're going to write letter the first. This is your letter the, right? We all know how to write it by now, so I'm not explaining. So this is your the. Now we're going do, and all that, all those matras. So first is do, small matra right here. Another letter the we're going to write again, just like that. The with u matra. So it is going to be like this. Only changes, this goes backwards, this goes forward. The with Re Matra is your Dri. So this is your letter the again. Re Matra is nothing but a tiny C shape in the bottom. This is your Re Matra. Okay. The fourth one is the with A Matra, right? No, not A Matra, A Matra. So the with A Matra, just one Matra on the top is they. The last one is they. So the with A Matra. So this is your letter the again. And A Matra is slightly different from A. There are two matras on the top. So this is one, there are two matras. This is it. You can, yeah, that's it. So 5 combinations for today. These are your letters. And I'm ready for anybody who has already done it.
Mataji, can Shubhadra go and Giridhari? We're
Yep.
done.
And I'm ready for you.
Shubhadra's.
Shubhadra, okay. Bring that closer, Shubhadra.
1 second, Mataji.
Okay. All right. Yep. Nice, Shubhadra. Thank you. Good job.
Mataji, show.
Yeah,
Okay,
Giridhari, go ahead. All right, let's see. Wow, good job. Beautiful letters. Where is the letter they? The fourth letter.
Oh, D is right there. D is right there. You
It's
can't
hiding.
see it.
All right, I
Yeah.
see it now. Perfect, perfect. Lovely letters.
PPT.
Janvi, did you speak?
Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
Mataji.
Janvi, I'm ready for you.
Mataji, can you go to the PPT because I want to write some words.
Okay. Yeah, Janvi.
Stop missing.
Anyone else is ready?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, so Devi, ready for you too. All right. Bring it a little. Okay. Yeah, I see it now. All right.
Mataji,
Sudevi.
can you go to the whiteboard?
Good job, Sudevi. Wonderful letters. Thank you.
Mataji, can you go to the PPT?
Yeah, I'll go. Just give us a couple of seconds. Let's Sarangi write that. Anybody else is ready?
Hare Krishna Mataji's Koshi, can I show?
Yeah, Kaushiki, I'm ready for you. Okay, let's see.
Mataji, can you go to the PPT?
I'll go back. Kaushiki, where do you have the letters written in Hindi or Devanagari?
I wrote them in words.
Oh, you wrote them in words? Okay, let's write them in Devanagari as well, right?
Okay.
I like everything. I like your hearts too. Very cute.
Mataji, I am done. Can I show it, Mataji?
Yeah, I'm ready, Tanvik.
Mataji, can you go to the PPT?
Gaurav, you okay?
I wrote actually.
Yeah, Tanvik. All right, perfect, Tanvik. Good job.
Next.
Beautiful letters.
Okay.
Good job. All right.
Mataji, can you go to the PPT?
I'll go to the PPT. Let's give a few seconds to Tushita to finish this.
Mataji. Mataji, can you go?
Giridhari, you are in some attire today, is it? What is your costume today?
One, Mataji.
You're in a costume.
1, 2, 3. Mataji. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3. 4.
All right, kids, it is time to wrap up the class. I will share the
Okay.
PPT in the WhatsApp group, and once you're done,
Actually, I am done.
you're done. Okay. And we send it in the WhatsApp group. We'll really have to wrap up now because next class is starting soon. So, kids, we're gonna finish our today's class with Vaishnav Pranam mantra. It is on your screen, and we're gonna do that together.
Laxmi Mataji ki jai.
Hare Krishna, see you in the next class. Hare Krishna.